It's easy to say what's going wrong, okay? Democrats have to stop saying that everything Trump does and everything he's about is bad and Elon's a Nazi, everybody's a Nazi. Yeah, but what should they be about? The better ideas, the better message, something that's positive, that's constructive. Where is that? Who's the future? Where's the face? James Talarico, Texan, school teacher, 35 years old, okay? He is now a state representative, Democrat. He calls himself a progressive. He's also seeking a master's in divinity. But if you're expecting, like, you know, a white male AOC, you're going to be disappointed. But this man is selling something to people that I think is going to resonate. Joining us now, Texas State Representative James Talarico. Appreciate you taking the opportunity.
Thanks for having me on.
You got me with the line, you know, there is a minority group in America that is bringing everybody else down. It's the billionaires. You got me with that line. You are starting to resonate. You're getting a big following on social media. What do you think is working for you? Because you're not just bashing Trump. You come from a very kind of Christian morality. You know, you seem like the manifestation of those Jesus, he gets us commercials that I keep seeing. What do you believe you are driving at?
Well, before I was a politician, I was a public school teacher. I taught at Rhodes Middle School on the west side of San Antonio. I often say that teaching middle school is the best preparation for serving in a place like the Texas legislature. And, you know, a lot of what I learned how to do as a middle school teacher is what I do now as an elected official, boiling down big, complex problems into easy to digest, you know, ideas and solutions. So I'm trying to communicate to people in a way they can understand what's happening around us. Because, you know, people are busy, they got jobs, they got kids to raise, they don't have time to get into the details of all the legislative maneuvering at the Capitol. And so I just try to speak to them in plain English about what's happening in their name. And Chris, what's happening in Texas is that there are these billionaire mega donors who are essentially taking over our state government, and no one is really covering this. I'm so thankful you're having me on, but it's an undercovered story in American politics, and more people need to know about it.
You talk about things that sound like no-brainers to people, and then you deconstruct them, like school choice. School choice sounds good. I want to be able to have my kid to be able to go anywhere, and they're going to give me a credit, and it sounds great. You say no. Why?
Well, to be clear, you know, I do think school choice is a good thing. We need more flexibility. One size doesn't fit all. We need more options. But private school vouchers are a scam. Just like any scam, they sound good when you hear the slogans. But once you read the fine print, once you read the terms and conditions, you realize it's a ripoff, right? They say it's school choice, but actually it's the school's choice, because private schools can deny admission to any kid for any reason they want. They can raise tuition as much as they want. And
yeah, the voucher is not enough anyway.
Cover the full cost of tuition at most of these private schools. So it ends up just helping wealthy parents who are already sending their kids to private schools, not working families in places like Texas.
You talk a lot about Jesus, and I want to know, how does that work with audiences in Texas when you are talking about Christian nationalism and the threat to what happens when you put religion in the schoolroom, and comparing Trump to a deistic figure? How does that go over, and why are you doing it?
Well, Jesus is the reason that I'm in politics. So my granddad was a Baptist preacher in South Texas, and he taught me at a very early age that Christianity is a simple religion, not an easy religion, but a simple religion, because Jesus gave us two commandments to follow: love God and love neighbor. That's what this whole faith boils down to. So Christianity is both spiritual and political, because politics is really just another word for how we treat our neighbors, how we treat each other in a society. And so that's the reason I signed up to be a public school teacher. It's the reason I ran an education nonprofit, and it's the reason I ran for office 6 years ago. And so my faith is why I do all of this.
Hey, thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget, click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.